How many ICP do you need to become a crypto millionaire? And yes, I'm talking about you. How many do you need? Let me know if any of you guys know this guy. Seems like quite a nice guy, and I'd love for him to make some money as well. So let's talk about ICP, guys. It's the coin that a lot of people love and a lot of people hate, and it's a coin that I was in, bought originally back in 2022 and made a little bit of money in 2024, but I still think it's a coin that's got a lot of potential, although it's not looking great at the moment, but I still believe it has got a lot of room to grow as we progress into the full-blown altcoin season that a lot of us are waiting out for. But I just need to say, it would be very risky to put all your savings into ICP. Diversification is key, but for the purpose of this video, as a kind of thought experiment, we can see hypothetically how many you would need to become a millionaire. So, quick disclaimer here, guys, please read this with care. This video is not financial advice. Crypto is volatile and highly risky. No results are guaranteed. This content is for experienced users only, and there's a full legal disclaimer in the description below. So, in order to work out how much ICP is required to hit that $1 million mark, we first need to understand its potential and where it can realistically go. So, some examples of the recent successes that ICP's had, in my opinion, is that it's been ranked highly on the top DeFi projects by social activity, as well as GitHub data over the last 12 months. We've seen the likes of the Alchemy Pay and the Binance Strategic Alliance, etc. So I'm not going to go into all of these, but these are just some of the things recently that I've seen that are quite bullish for ICP, and I think can put it in a good direction and help to build that narrative for it. So we also need to understand market cap, guys. So as some of you may or may not know, market cap is the total value of a cryptocurrency found by multiplying its current size by the number of coins in circulation, and it helps to show essentially the size and importance of cryptocurrency. Again, that's a bit of jargon, so I would just say, in other words, it's the total amount of money that a project is worth in the market, again ranked by the number there. So ICP ranks number 44 and currently sitting at $4.76. So the calculation, guys, is based off if you were to buy ICP from today's. With ICP at $4.76, you would need 210,084 ICP at a cost of $1 million. And that is essentially the same price as 238,095 gallons of milk. And I would much rather have the $1 million than the milk, but those cats there probably would rather have the milk. So it's one of those things. And if ICP manages to reach $7.50, you would need 133,333 ICP at a cost of $634,000, and that is going to cost you the same as 21,156 and a half hamsters. So any hamster farmers out there who want that, might be a bit of a trade-off, but I certainly probably don't want the hamsters at current time. Maybe when I get older, that might be a business that I get into. But if ICP manages to reach $10, you would need 100,000 ICP at a cost of 476,000, and that is going to be equivalent to 634 front doors. Yeah, not really much to say about that, but that is how much I've been told that it will cost to buy that. So next one, guys, if ICP can reach $20, you would need approximately 50,000 ICP at a cost of $238,000, which is still an incredibly high amount of money. And that is, on average, the price of 6 knee replacements. So in this case, I'd probably take the knee replacements if I had the issues. You have to let me know if you guys have got any knee issues. And the next one, ICP, if it can reach $30, you would need 33,333 ICP. Bit of a tongue twister there, that one, and that's going to cost you around about $158,000, which is equivalent to 5,288 baseball bats. So yeah, that's some pretty cool skills. Wish I could be able to do that. And the next one, ICP, if it's able to reach $40, you would need 25,000 ICP at a cost of $119,000, which is still an incredibly high amount of money. And that's the same price as 79,333 donuts. So I'm not going to run through all of these numbers here, but essentially the bottom line is that you need a lot of money in order to become a crypto millionaire just from ICP alone. And I do not personally think it's going to hit the $40 mark this run. I want to be conservative, guys, and I think it's not wise to wait for a $40 mark or even the $30 without taking any profits. At the end of the day, guys, this is really serious. We're here to make money. We don't want to lose money, and I think it's unlikely to wait for a really high number. But the important thing is to remember to take profits on the way up. In the 20% cash out strategy, in my opinion, is the best way forward. So let me give you an example just to visually show you. You take your initial 20% out as it goes up, another 20% out. At this point, you make all your initial investment back. At this one, you're making a little bit of profit. And again, depending on how it goes, you then sell another 20% out, another 20% out. So at this point, you'd be 80% of the way out. You will have made all your money whilst reducing as much risk as possible. And then you can leave the last 20% out to go for a moon bag. And it doesn't matter with this one, guys, because you've made all your money here. You have the last 20% out, which you could hypothetically make probably what you can make in the first two. But on this last one, you've minimized all the risk. You can make as much money on the last one. And that's how you go about it. So hopefully, guys, this has provided with some value. Thank you very much for watching and have a good one.